So guys, Tom from Pull the Pin here, and today we are going to be discussing the new line of woods from Ping, the G440. There's actually 4 models that are going to be current this year, and we're going to go through all of them and which one might fit best for you. The G440 family of woods going left to right, the G440 LST, the G430 Max 10K, which is continuing into this year, the G440 Max, and last but not least, the G440 SFT. And these are in order of lowest spinning to highest spinning heads. So when you're talking about the 440 Max head, you first have to start out talking about the 425 from 2021. That driver is still very sought after today. It was considered extremely forgiving, but the one negative on it was the sound and feel were less than desired. A very tingy, very loud sounding driver. With the 430 last year, they did correct a lot of those problems with the sound, but you saw a higher spin out of it compared to the 425, which cost some people some distance. All in all, the Max model has always been known for forgiveness. Let's see what the 440 has to offer. Between Aaron and I there, you could see that the G440 Max was just as forgiving as its 2 previous predecessors, but sound and feel were much improved, and that spin rate didn't jump up nearly as much as it did with the 430. Moving into the LST model, you've got the ability to go draw or fade bias. You still have the same loft sleeve as before, and it should be a slightly lower spinning, slightly less forgiving model than the Max. Let's see how we get. Before we get to Aaron, I just have to say, yes, please. That's all I have to say on the LST. Yes, please. You found the middle there. So, first and foremost, yes, please. That is an excellent driver. We both saw a reduction in spin, which you'd expect from the LST. Aaron dropped about 300 RPMs on average. I dropped about 100, but I'm a higher spin player, so any amount of spin that I can cut off, I'm gonna be pretty happy with. I went basically 5 for 5 with this thing. Felt amazing off the face. Got an increase in ball speed, seeing over 160 on certain shots, and an increase in distance. So checks about all the boxes from look, feel, sound, performance. Love to see it. So we're going to talk about the last 2 models here right now. So we've talked about the Max and the LST. There are 2 more drivers that are current from Ping. The new one being the SFT, which we're not going to hit today, is the draw spin model. As you can see, the tungsten weight is in the heel, which will create more of a draw effect, or draw plus effect, they say, by influencing the gear effect of the ball flight. This guy is available in 10 and 10.5 and 9, which is a big change from last year. This will be for your person that's looking to eliminate a slice or go with the ultimate forgiveness. That being said, one of the best drivers of 2024 is going absolutely nowhere. The G430 Max 10K. This was our 2nd most popular selling driver in 2024, and I don't see why it can't continue in the 2025. With its 10K inertia, it offers an ultimate level of forgiveness, but surprisingly, and what makes it so great, is that from a spin perspective, it falls between, which is now the 440 Max and the 440 LST. Most of the time when you're talking about an extremely forgiving model of driver, you're sacrificing distance and ball speed because of higher spin in order to gain forgiveness. That isn't necessarily the case here with the 430 Max 10K, and we're looking forward to continuing to fit for it in 2025.
So for a lower spin guy like me, obviously the LST model is going to spin sometimes too low. There were a couple shots I think that spun at 1500 and 1600, which I would honestly like to see it a little bit higher than that. And I was impressed with the Max head, which is over here. With the Max head, it spun up a little bit more for me, 22-ish hundred, I think, on average, which is kind of right in my sweet spot. But I didn't lose any distance, which I think sometimes is the case with a little bit more forgiving head. So the carry was the same between the two drivers for me personally. The LST rolled out a little bit more, which is not shocking because it's spinning lower. It's going to roll out a little bit more. But overall, I was really impressed with the max capabilities for a higher ball speed, lower spin rate player like myself.
2025 is no different than the past for Ping. They took what was already a great proven model, made some minor modifications, especially the sound and feel, and provided another excellent product. We're looking forward to fitting for the G440 line here in 2025, as well as across the other brands. So if you're looking to get fit, be sure to stop in to pullthepinlancaster.com, and we'll get you fit and have you feeling confident.